If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna roll around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think green for the grass and Christmas trees. Green loves plants and lives on leaves. Green for the vegetables that you need, like green beans, spinach, and broccoli. Green means go. I hope you do. Did you know you get green mixing yellow and blue? And green for frogs and green for limes. What else? Everything's green in the springtime. If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna roll around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think green.
Okay, before we start, and welcome to the wrap-up show. Before we start, I want to say that I am shook after what I just witnessed, and we only have about 20 minutes, so I'm not going to open it up for people to call in and come up. I'm just going to have a conversation with Charmin and Supertramp about what we just witnessed. Charmin, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Weezy.
Supertramp, welcome. Thank you so much for taking care of this while I was away, and you're awesome, the best super producer in the world.
Absolutely.
You're so welcome.
Super producer.
So I don't really want to talk about more else than what just happened with Andy and how horrible it is and how wonderful Elisa handled him and how, it's fucking sad to see it manifest itself in this way. For somebody like me, who I've had problems with alcohol before, to know that was me on any night.
Yeah.
That was me on any fucking night, dude. I could have got robbed easily in Las Vegas because I've walked around drunk in Las Vegas hundreds of times. It could have been me. And the fact that he's so, the way he is about it and how he doesn't want to go to the hospital and everything, it just shows you how fucking bad Andy is right now. And if he didn't have Elisa, what would he be doing? Through Elisa's show, somebody called the fucking hotel just to have somebody go knock on the door. What would he be doing?
Yeah.
So thank you, Elisa, very much. Thank you so much, Wappy. And thank you to anybody that is being, empathetic and sympathetic to Andy, because I saw a lot of hate and being like, well, he deserves this because he does drugs. Nobody deserves this.
It was Sugar who made the call. So
thank you very much, Sugar. Nobody deserves this. It doesn't matter what you think. Nobody deserves to get robbed and beaten like this. You can see that Andy is a broken person right now. And without Elisa and her group of people that she's put around him, I fear that he would just have literally nobody. So, I mean, I think it's very special that even after everything, and she said it, if you come over, you cannot have access to your phones because you're a liability. But the fact that she still wants to help him, and the fact that she sees, a way to still help him, I wouldn't do it. And I respect her 100% for doing it. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I heard a couple of things that really caught my attention. First of all, I saw somebody in the chat say that they thought it was a drug deal that had gone bad.
Hi, Lauren.
And then I heard him after, when the people showed up to help him, they said that he had left an event and he was wearing a placard from the event. Is it possible somebody just saw someone leave an event and just attacked him randomly?
I think he was lying in the second half. I think the first half was more right. He said something very telling. He said the guy that attacked him thought that he wanted to fuck the girl that he was with. That was his original story. I think that's the true story. I think that there was a scraggler that was around his friends group, and Andy might have said something and got popped. Now, I don't know what to believe, but I'm more apt to believe the first version when he's covering up for it after. However, if he was alone and he got jumped like that, I feel like I really couldn't guess if he was alone or if he had people to stop. Because if somebody, he could have been unconscious after one kick to the face. I don't think he was punched. And I think he does have a broken jaw. You can certainly talk with a broken jaw.
Well, I think it is obvious that his teeth did go through his lip.
Right
I think
here.
he's lucky to still have his lip attached. I think he could get a very bad infection, and it could be a real problem. So he definitely at least needs antibiotics. But you know what else really upset me? He said he doesn't have health insurance, and
She said he did, and I think I'm more apt to trust her.
well, yeah. So I
Because
don't know
he's
what the
so
truth
upset.
is.
He
You're
said you
right.
have health insurance, and he didn't deny that. But
But copays, deductibles,
we
how
just
much is
witnessed
gonna? I
something
mean,
that's going to be on TMZ. You know
you
that,
think
right?
so?
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, Andy Dick with the fat lip and then behind the scenes puts his phone in his pocket. That's juicy as it gets.
And
Hopefully this is a wake-up call.
somebody stole his phone. Surely they can track it and they can find it. But do you think this will be a wake-up call? Do you think this will be a moment where he actually truly gets
As
sober?
somebody that's had way less, I had enough way before Andy has had enough. He's older than me. He parties way fucking harder than I ever did. But I have to imagine he's been beat up before, broken up before. But this embarrassment that he's about to fucking witness, like everybody, this is going to go everywhere. Everybody's going to be talking about this. I think. I could be wrong.
Oh,
But I
you're
think
probably right.
Andy's might be big enough to where people are still going to be like, oh my God, did you hear what happened to Andy Dick? And the fact that Elisa has the scoop on it, and it was not televised, but it was broadcasted onto the internet. People already probably have clipped that up. So hopefully it's an embarrassment to him. I mean, I hate to see the guy crying and in such bad shape, but maybe that's a sign that he's actually had enough. Nobody believes him when he says, I'm not going to drink again. And if you caught it, he said he couldn't drink water. But then when they asked him if he drank today, he said he drank a little bit of whiskey today. So the whole mindset is still all fucked.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny B. Johnny B is more than welcome to have a link. Johnny B is more than welcome to have a link.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope this is a moment for Andy where Andy gets sober. You know, we all love Andy and we all know the brilliance that is Andy. And you know, he was talking about how he's right across the street from Louis and Dior and Chanel, and then here he is over here. He's not living in his potential, and he's suffering because of foolishness. And he deserves better than
because of
this.
addiction. It's not foolishness. It's addiction.
Addiction.
He's addicted to something. I'm not going to guess what it is, but it's not good. And, you know, he admitted to us that he had overdosed on fentanyl when he thought it was cocaine. So, Johnny B, what's up? Welcome. You are a star. I love you.
Wow.
You're not going to be on here long because I have to go. Unless you guys want to continue, then absolutely, please do. I mean,
And Andy's a national treasure, man. You know,
I agree with you 100%.
And you know, I'm starstruck by you being able to talk to him myself.
I think Elisa is a national treasure after the way that she handled Andy today, because like that compassion that she has for him and just the ability to tell her people that happen to be watching, they got the room
she
number.
Loves him.
You
And
know,
all
I
of us
want
other
to say one
screens are-
thing to Elisa, because I know she's watching. It's not your fault, Elisa.
no,
Right.
not at all.
Not at all.
I know she knows
There's
that. Yeah,
nothing you could have
us-
done to prevent what happened.
absolutely.
None of us would be here if it wasn't for Elisa, you know, in our little things. We're all kind of spin-offs
No,
of the Kermit
she's
and Fred.
wonderful. Today reaffirmed to me how wonderful she is. She was so calm and so caring. And I mean, obviously, Lisa has a show to do. She loves content, right? But that was a different thing,
To
man.
my Charmin.
She, I just really think that she handled that with such class, and the fact that he was able to get quick help like immediately. If it wasn't for her show, there would not be medics in his room right now.
That is correct. That is correct.
He's had it happen to him so many times throughout the years and stuff. And I've been following Andy off and on for years, you know, his antics, and he should have went right to hospital. Now, if he knows approximately where it's at, Las Vegas is full of security cameras. Somebody must have picked it up.
I think he knows more than he's telling everybody.
Yeah. He needs to know right where it was at, and you know, he knows about what time, what have you. He could find, you know, if somebody doesn't know, well, this might be able to find out who the hell it was. I mean, because anybody see Andy, it beat up a celebrity. You know,
I'm just bummed. I mean, you know what Bob was doing? He was in the back of the chat saying like, "Oh, I hired somebody to beat Andy up, but I just wanted him to scare him." He's like, he's a long-haired Mexican guy named Jose, and he was literally trying to get Elisa's attention to tell him, to tell her that he hired the guy that beat up Andy Dick. But then Andy Dick told us it was a black guy. Obviously, we didn't believe that Bob did that, but the fact that he wants that attention, and now he's saying, see, haha, Weezy, I told you Elisa is in love with me. So now he's back on the Elisa is in love with him kick, while saying that he hired somebody to beat up Andy Dick, and then that guy lives with him. I mean, this guy's a fucking piece of shit. And Bob, if you're watching, you're a fucking piece of shit. That's what you are. You can do whatever you want to me or whatever, but when you start bragging about beating people up because you want attention, you're a little baby brat. And if you were to come to my house, I invite you, because I would slap the shit out of you and I would show everybody.
Don't
then
slap
I'd hold
the shit
you
out
down
of a pile of
while I
stinky
call the
clothes.
cops. The cops would come arrest you. Hi, Tony Rica.
There'd be
Thank you
nothing
very
left
much
but a
for
pile
watching.
of stinky clothes. You slap the shit out of Bob.
Hey, Tony.
Tony, I'd give you a stream link, but we're kind of having a short chat today because I have to go, and so we're just kind of keeping it minimal today.
T-Bob.
But thank you so much for the support.
T-Bob is a brain dead redneck with a butthole fetish.
Yeah, and I have a feeling that, and he's allegedly a rapist as well. Let's not forget that.
I mean, at least Supertramp's fetish for buttholes, he gets some use out of it. But
Exactly.
I'm just saying, like, listen, man.
Love you, Tramp. You know that.
The show today was supposed to be about our new friend Albert Einstein, but she did not show up, or she left a little early. And the Andy call probably would have been minimal had she not insisted that he's hit the StreamYard link. But what a riveting segment that will be. It's a memorable segment, and it could hopefully. I pray that it's a turning point for Andy Dick. I fear that it's not, but I pray that it is. And if, like somebody said, they might have to wire his jaw shut. If there is something broken in there, which we don't know, think about what's fucked up. I'm surprised he's not missing teeth. Like,
I mean, oh, thank God. Oh, I got a whole thing about teeth.
He didn't even say anything.
Yeah. No, I hope this is a moment where he gets sober, because we know that he's battling multiple different addictions. And the fact that he said that he doesn't even really get scared anymore, his emotional sensors are so off the chart. I really hope this is something that helps him going forward, so that he
has something that nobody else has. He has Lisa sitting there willing to let him live in her house as long as he can follow very simple rules. If he doesn't take advantage of that, he does not want to help himself.
Did you notice when he said he thought he was set up?
I didn't pick up.
You didn't pick that up?
I didn't even hear him say that. I mean, he's a celebrity. People know who Andy Dick is. Even if you don't know who Andy Dick is, you've seen his face. So
well, and if he was leading an event with credentials on him, somebody might have been paying attention for that too. But
I still am apt to believe his first story where he said, I got beat up because they thought I wanted to fuck that girl. He said,
I wish it was just always one consistent story that stayed with everybody no matter what, right? Like the people who play different stories with different people.
Well, you're talking about Andy Dick, who's going to lie. He might be protecting somebody,
right? We don't really know what the full story is.
We don't know why he's lying, but he obviously lied during that stream. He told us 3 different versions of that story. I'm more apt to believe the first one because it was directly related to a person that he has knowledge of. And who knows what to believe. And that's the whole point, is that Andy Dick is in bad trouble, man. And to see that, and I saw people in the chat before he showed his face, oh, this is fake a bit, real cute, ha, ha, ha. And I knew it wasn't. But when I saw Andy's face, I gasped. I was like, oh my fucking God, look at his lips. Like, he got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And I'd like to thank Bruce for coming back to Kermit and Friends and apologizing to everyone there and not bothering to reach out to me personally. Since he communicated with me personally for so long while he was spinning his tail. Yeah, I really want to thank you for all of your behaviors.
Thank you, thank you, Weezy. Thank you, Meat Truck Mike. Today's a weird, solemn show. I'm not in a good mood after seeing the Andy thing, and plus I have to leave in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
but I really appreciate you always being so awesome, Meat Truck, and plus Johnny B's here. So Johnny B's muted.
Johnny B.
Yeah, it's always not. Well, there was noise going on in the house, so I muted the mic for a minute, so you didn't hear all my dogs interrupting everything.
Thank you, Johnny B.
Johnny B, if you want to take over as host when I leave, please be my guest, and then or Charmin take over and host and have Johnny B.
I'm definitely not sticking around.
because
trying to
Johnny's
straighten out something with these kids here.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, I have the capability of closing the show out on my end too.
Yeah,
That's what I
whenever
mean.
you
Like you guys
wanted.
could, yeah, you guys could keep going if you wanted to. I don't want to stop the
Yeah,
party.
we could. I mean, if you want to, I take it Supertramp has God control, huh?
Yeah, he does, and I'm not the kind of guy. It's like, oh, if I can't do it, then you can't do it. I wouldn't care
Right.
at all.
If he
It
wants
might
to
be the
hang out
best
for a little
wrap-up
bit
later.
after you run off, we kind of do a wrap up of your wrap up a little bit. I mean, that's up to
Yeah,
him.
absolutely.
A few minutes
Please.
anyway.
Supertramp has complete control. I trust him very much so, and I love the
It's
fact
like,
that he's part of this.
You see, live broadcaster out there. He's my second in command. Live broadcaster.
Oh, is he? Yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
I like Phil. I like him a lot.
Phil's my little buddy. I love him to death.
Yeah, I like him. I liked watching him before I got to talk to him. I just liked he was so quirky and weird.
I know he's so like wired and like he's tweaking all the time. I mean, he's got so much energy in him. Like I'd like to harness about part of it.
Oh, Kenneth is offering to take over the show.
No, I'm not trying to take over the show.
No, I said Kenneth is.
Oh.
After I leave, Kenneth, if they continue, yes, you can. But I only have a couple more minutes, and then I'm going
technically,
to leave.
once you leave, it's Supertramp show.
Exactly. Once I leave, it'll be Supertramp and Charmin's show, unless Charmin leaves too.
That's only the man cave, Mike, not this.
Anyway, like those are my thoughts about the Andy Dick thing. I think that the show was completely all about Andy Dick. Bob being on there was just like annoying because did you see how angry he got? I've never.
He stood up.
He was like fucking fuming, like his venom coming out of his vein, like his fangs. Like I was like, oh my god.
I
have no doubt in the world
that much.
If he was in the room with me, he would have been attacking me. Like,
I mean, Andy's such a little guy. What does he weigh? About $1.25, maybe?
Bob, he's little, but he actually
Andy.
I was talking about Bob being angry.
Yeah.
He was just livid. I've never seen him that mad. He was like, boom, he's lost his fucking mind.
No, he really has. And the things that he's saying, it just keeps getting worse and worse. And he has a history of violence. There's just a lot of stuff going on. I didn't know that he had threatened to kill so many people this week in Discord.
Oh, yesterday he spent 7 hours on a stream talking about, and he was trying to dox me, but he's got the wrong Facebook. And he was saying that he's going to murder me, saying how he's going to murder me, telling me he's going to come to my house and murder me. If I was anybody else, I probably would have called the cops and been like, hey, there's a man that's threatening to kill me. But first of all, I invite him over. Come on over, Bob. Let's see how that works out for you. I'll slap the taste out of your mouth, and I'm not tough. He rides a scooter in Walmart. That's how I know I could kick his ass. I'm not tough. I'm not going to say I'm tough, but Bob coming at me, not a scary thing.
Hey, I ride a scooter at Walmart once in a while when my knees are really bothering me.
That's not the kind of people Zarina sends to me. Zarina doesn't send old broke guys on scooters to my house. So I'm really upset about someone coming back to my house this last month.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
No, I'm really upset about it.
Don't be afraid for me, Jerry, and don't be afraid for Elisa, because I'm pretty sure Elisa could smack the taste out of his fucking mouth too. And I don't think anybody could physically be afraid of Bob's little midget ass. I could be wrong, but I'm not afraid for Elisa at all. The only thing I would worry about Bob doing to Elisa is like getting arrested at her front doorstep. That's it.
I guess as long as he doesn't come with a knife.
Yeah, like I said, he should be in jail. That's the one person I know in my life that I absolutely, without a doubt, can say that guy belongs in jail.
But he didn't ever manage to get caught for something. For some reason, he's untouchable. For some reason, he always manages to get out of everything. And that's part of his bragging point. You don't know who I am. You don't know why I'm untouchable, why nobody can get to me. You're right.
Well,
I don't.
Got many court cases that are pending, so he just has to wait for the dates. The 13th, in 10 days, he goes to one of his important court dates, and I hope they lock him up because he's a menace to society. He has called and messaged her hundreds of times. He's threatened death on many people. He tried to sexually harass a girl on YouTube live while he said they weren't on YouTube to show her butthole in front of everybody.
Does that make you rethink that whole situation about that other girl that's sitting in jail because Bob videotaped her?
I'm sure there's no girl sitting in jail. I think he's lying about all of that. Like, he's a liar. He's a known liar. So enough about Bob. Fuck Bob. But
go have fun.
Before I leave, I want to say this. Andy Dick, I hope you get better. I don't know if you watch this, but if somebody talks to you about it, we all care about you. I know a lot of people talk shit or whatever, but we as a community, we like you. And I'm not speaking for everybody, but I'm speaking just kind of for myself and a couple of people that I know in this community that love you. Get better, dude. This should be a huge wake-up call for you. And if it's not, we don't want to see what's next. So just get the fuck better, please. All right.
Yeah.
I am going to go. You guys are more than welcome to keep going. So thank you guys for watching. I know this has been a different type of show, but with the way that affected me. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny.
Much love, brother.
Much love, Weezy. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your family.
I'll see you guys soon.
Wow. There's so much that can be said and so much that just went wild today. Seeing Andy like that, I'm still like looking. He's definitely going to have some stitches. I might have a couple loose teeth, if he has his own teeth. I mean, there's something going to be loose down there. I've been hit in the mouth. I got 2 dimples right here. You can see one of them's from a punch where my tooth went through my mouth and left a permanent little second dimple. That hurts.
No. I've seen someone get punched in the mouth so hard their denture plate broke and their teeth went through their lip, and they look like Frankenstein with stitches and swollen right for weeks.
The same thing.
And it was gruesome. It's one of those things that lives in my memory. So as soon as I saw it, I was just like, oh. And there's just like an awful lot of
he's a little guy. How much abuse can a little fella take?
Well, exactly. And there's a lot of threats of violence and stuff going on around here for a while. And it's getting to be too much. It's really disappointing too.
Supertramp's seen it all with his job of profession, but that's got to be something that
he sees the end of it.
An EMT, and now I'm dealing with that. So I have seen when people have.
I mean, his lower jaw is hamburger. I mean, that's just all there is to it.
It is.
Hi, Kenneth. How you doing, brother?
Welcome, Kenneth.
What's up, Johnny B? Supertramp, good to see you. Miss Sherman, good to see you.
Kenneth, nice to see you too.
We do the finger thing up now, Supertramp.
And I'm not going to be sticking around.
You got to go down.
I especially knowing my enemies are watching. I got better things to do. Bye. Nice to see you, Kenneth, though. You take care, all right?
All right.
Bye.
See you, Sherman. Love you, kid.
See you, Sherman.
Oh, I'm glad
y'all guys want, I can go ahead and close the show with some karaoke if y'all want.
I don't know. Does anybody else want to come up and talk about today's show, or do we want to have Kenneth close it out with the song?
I mean, it's up to y'all. I'm cool.
Try to get an hour in here,
or a full half hour at the minimum.
Full half hour, yeah. We could maybe try to do that. What else is there to talk about other than Andy and T-Bob? Oh. Wappy did a really good job. I'm glad he took his auto tune off. I like it when he sings without auto tune.
I didn't get to hear him sing without the auto tune. I've never heard him without auto tune.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, yeah. When he first came on the show, he didn't.
Oh, yeah. When he was on with another guy.
Yep.
Whatever happened to him?
Sigmund, I don't know what happened to Sigmund. I follow him on Instagram, but he posts maybe once a month or so. It's very odd.
I need to get one of those auto tuners for my voice because I need the auto tuner.
Talk about Charmin saying Bruce is an agent for AW. I don't know. I stay out of that one as much as possible. What did you think about the show, Kenneth?
I honestly did not get a chance to see it, but I heard about the situation.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, it
But I heard from what Weezy and Miss Sherman were talking about the situation with Andy. Hopefully he gets the help that he needs.
he could, especially knowing the fact that it could end up killing him if he's not careful.
Yeah. And then I was watching the show because we were really busy at work this morning. And then we were just kind of fucking around moving some bodies and caskets and stuff. So I had my phone on me with my coworker and he was listening in too. And he couldn't believe the shit coming out of T-Bob's mouth. He was like, does that guy talk like that all the time? And I was like, pretty much.
Bob.
He didn't see why he didn't see what the big hype about him was.
Supertramp. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say.
Hey guys, just Jerry here. How's it going? Super Johnny B.
Jerry.
I just wanted to join you. Excuse the mess. My camera ready today, right now. Kind of bumming it around, but I just wanted to help you guys out and join in, weigh in. It's been a very overwhelming show today. That's all I could. That's
Yeah, my heart was on edge. Like,
yeah. So much has happened. I just want to make an official statement. I will not be coming on Elisa's main show, nor the wrap-up show as T-Bob Puppet anymore. Over the last couple of days, and especially today, the way he got up and he yelled, that is the real T-Bob, and he is really starting to scare me a lot. As far as Elise is concerned, I'm glad. I'm pretty sure she's in a secure building and home. As far as his threats and the vocalization of his threats and his past history, which I have seen which I recently saw documentation of. Personally, I don't want to. I don't want to encourage him in any way. I don't want him to think, oh, well, all these other people, well, there's, X, Y, and Z puppets. There's all these other imposters of T-Bob. I don't want to blow up his head any more than he already has it. I just don't want to be a part of it. I will go on to Wendy Pack as Grumpy Grandpa with that particular puppet, but you will not see him come up on these shows. It's T-Bob Puppet no longer. As far as Andy... Oh my God! Godspeed, Andy.
I would keep doing it, but be insultive towards him in any way, shape, or form. It's,
I think Andy should definitely go to the hospital. Not only his mouth, he should definitely get X-rays because the way he looked like he got stomped, and he might have internal injuries. He may have fractured bones. I mean, he can possibly. I don't want to say it, but he might even die from some of his injuries. I'm very concerned about Andy Dick today. And I believe that he's in good hands with medics right now. I really hope that he gets the help that he needs today.
All right. I'm going to give you a Bob 101. What you are now seeing is the true Bob. I've dealt with him since 2016, and I was just waiting. I was just waiting when he come into KAF. I kept telling everybody, just wait. He's going to explode. And you now have seen it.
Yeah. One other subject, as far as the whole Corey thing, Wendy coming in today onto the phone lines and expressing, telling us, letting us know what Corey has been doing to her. I mean, as far as the whole Corey thing, he's playing around with somebody who, is Wendy. I mean, he's not dealing with one of us.
Yeah, but Corey isn't the smartest. You know, he hit a few branches when he fell out of the tree. I'll tell you.
He ate a lot of paint chips when he was a kid.
I mean, anybody who messes with Corey is definitely not on my.
He's a
Listen
clout
to
Gets up
chaser.
super tramp.
That's why he gets so upset with Wendy when she puts him off, because he's a clout chaser. Wendy is nationally known from the Howard Stern show,
Yeah,
and he's got to be right on those coattails with her. I mean, I come up here and I visit with her a little bit, but I'm
yeah.
not trying to pull off anything off her name. I come up because she calls and wants me to come up, and I say hello to her, and I treat Wendy as the celebrity that she is, and that's what the thing is with Corey. When she pushes him off because she gets mad at him, he's like, I made everybody Kermit and friends
No,
would be nothing without
exactly.
me, you know. No, that's wrong.
Cloud.
Any other person? I mean, if Corey has a problem with Lauren, why are you attacking Wendy? I mean, she is who she is, and she doesn't understand the new I
Now,
can't
Wendy
think
is
of the word,
Wendy
but
is a
I mean,
sweet lady.
he's
you want,
he's
do
picking
you want
on
me to give
her
you the
because he's mad at Lauren. That's just totally wrong, and Wendy should totally get him out of his life and not listen to absolutely nothing that he
well?
has to say.
Here's
Not
what
bother
happened with
him
Corey. I
because
was
he's
there.
not a friend.
He
I
was
was
dropped
there
on
that
his head at
night.
birth.
He got in there and he got to mouthing off, and they took his wrench away. Well, that just pissed him off
Yeah,
big time. Then he started telling people, "Don't donate to Wendy, don't donate to Wendy," and yada yada yada. And he's what it is. He's mad because he can't control what's going on in that show. He kept telling Wendy, "Well, you took my wrench away. Now I can't stop porn blockers and all that." And it's like, no. And I explained to her, I said, Wendy, that's two different issues. YouTube and StreamYard, it's two separate things. A wrench is not going to stop a porn monger.
Yep.
And
yeah.
I finally
He
got her
just
to
wants the wrench so he
understand
can
that.
stop people to say negative against him.
And
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
Exactly, Johnny B.
And he just threw a temper tantrum because he got his wrench taken away. Then he got blocked because he kept, every time she'd let him back in there, he'd start in again.
He got pissed off because he couldn't control the narrative, the narrative in the chat.
Exactly right. Exactly
Yeah.
right.
I know Corey many years, and I have had conversations one-on-one, and I've told him, and you know what? Personally, a lot of you know my story. My eldest sister, she was mentally handicapped, Down syndrome, and mentally retarded. So I personally take that as a very personal. I mean, in my own personal life, if anyone ever did anything wrong to my sister in any such way, oh my God,
Well,
they
that's the
are
way I treat Wendy. Is
my
like
worst enemy at that point.
that's why I treat Wendy as like a little sister. And you'll ask her, "Who's your big brother?" She'll tell you it's me.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go,
And-
Dumpster. Wendy is
And
everybody's
I've always had
little
much
sister.
respect for Miss Wendy as well.
you know. And I will continue absolutely to do puppets for Wendy. I just love the way she just smiles, and and I know she loves T-Bob puppet, but she has the actual T-Bob banned from her room. But
That's why you need the T-Bob puppet.
Is he banned now?
Well, I'm gonna let Wendy know that he's known as Grumpy Grandpa from now on. And I'll explain that, to her in a way that she'll understand it, and remind her, that with Granny Puppet Incorporated with Grumpy Grandpa, I'll get that through. Because I want to incorporate because at this point, to be honest, for me to continue, I've been really enjoying doing all different puppets and having fun, but T-Bob puppet at this point, I mean, I don't want to blow his head up even more, and just what I've read. I mean, the documentation on him, and the last couple of weeks, I've been really seeing who the real T-Bob is, and I don't want to be affiliated with him in any way whatsoever. I don't want my name to be affiliated with a piece of garbage like that.
Okay.
Wise call by you, Jerry. You
He is quite a lowlife.
You gotta eliminate the people that aren't right for you.
Exactly.
I don't know. Say it's wise call by you.
I've always done that in my life, and my
Well,
mother, my
oh,
mom,
there
peace,
she
would
is.
always say,
There she is, right there.
when you hang out with garbage, you tend to smell like garbage, Corey.
Or when you
T-Bob.
lay down with dogs, you end up with fleas.
Hi, Shamrock. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Hi,
Shamrock.
Trampy. Thank you. Let me see who's up here real quick. Hi, Kenneth. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Britt.
What's up, Shamrock?
How's
Hi,
it going,
Jerry.
Shamrock?
Hi,
How are
Bush.
ya?
It's going good. How are you?
Much love to you. Real good.
Back at you
Jerry,
guys,
that's my
too.
buddy there.
Did you see the show today?
I did, Trampy.
Yay! Wasn't it good?
It was a good one. It was sad,
It was sad, but good.
but it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We need to have somebody that can give us.
Elisa needs foam on her walls, like I had in here for a while, like acoustic.
Nah, Lisa
control.
just needs to reset her gain on her microphone, and she needs to quit talking into the top of it. That microphone
Oh
she's got,
yeah,
the
it's designed for the
the
side.
mic is on the side,
Yep.
and
Yeti?
her gain's off. She needs to go in and redo her gain setting.
Yeah.
It has-
Well, you can hear the echo from her damn apartment.
She needs
yeah.
to
When you can hear the dog tag squinking in the background, her gain's out of whack.
Okay. Get on that dumpster. Help her out.
Well, I was
The old
trying to.
They do it, the old dumpster.
Then Bob got in there giving his advice. It's like that carpet on the wall. Bob, no.
She's not making a record.
With
Bob.
foam on the bottom of it. Gotta have that foam.
If you got spiders, just use spider spray.
See, I was listening to all that. I was
advice.
listening to all that, and it was just driving me nuts. And then the Andy thing come on, and I'm like you, Supertramp. You know, hell, I was a paramedic back for 10 years back in the whole 80s, and I'm looking at him going, man, you got to do this, you got to do this, you need to do this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He totally needed to go to the doctors. He, at the very least, he needs.
What are they going to do for me? What are they going to do?
Probably a couple stitches, especially if there's a hole all the way through his lip. I mean, that could
Here's my cut on that. If the police were there last night and seen him like that,
why
take a
didn't
report.
they?
Yeah, you got now you see what I'm heading.
That's what I don't get. He said the cops were there last night. The cops would not leave him like that in that condition without something happening.
They wouldn't have left him all bloody. They would have at least called an ambulance and had him patched up.
Yeah.
At that point, Andy could have, refused medical attention, but they wouldn't have let him just go running around the streets all bloody.
Well, here's the other thing. If they showed up to where he got beat up, then they knew where it was at. So
Yeah.
you see where I'm headed with that? Something's just not right. I mean,
Well,
he got beat up, but there ain't no doubt. He got into some kind of ruckus. But there's things he's saying that's not matching up.
Yeah.
I
mean, there
think
should be a police report, and it'll have the address, it'll have time, it'll have all that.
personally he might have been hanging out with his friends, and somebody that one of his friends brought in might have possibly beaten him up within his hotel room. That's my guess.
How about he was all messed up and he did a face plant on the concrete? How about that?
He could have done that too.
That possibly too.
I mean, but Andy likes to talk shit, so more than likely talk shit to the wrong guy. And
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not here
Monday
Monday morning quarterback, but
Come on,
Doesn't
guys. We
matter
all
how
know
it
it's
happened.
because T-Bob put a hit on him, and
yeah, it was Jose. Was it Jose? Was it Jose who did it?
yeah, just him taking credit.
You're going to say
Bob
something?
was-
Mike?
Probably not. I thought he
I
said
did.
something. He
I
said
did say
something
that.
earlier.
I just did say something.
Oh, I can hear. Say I didn't hear you saying all
I
this
said
stuff.
more than likely Andy was talking shit to the wrong guy, and the guy.
Oh
hit him.
yeah.
That's real, Joe.
Yeah, Mush called
I called into the show today.
into the show.
Andy
today.
needs a hospital ASAP. I don't know what they're doing. Like the security guard should have called the ambulance like immediately.
Yeah, at the hotel. There's another one too. Like he
Yeah.
walked in the hotel looking like that. If I was at the front desk, I would have called.
I
The
lived out
hotel
in Vegas.
throw away the pillows and everything because they never get the blood out.
I lived out in Vegas for 7 years. I mean, him going into the hotel, security would have stopped him. Plus, if it happened outside, there's cameras everywhere in Las Vegas.
Dumpster, you color your bottle in the way you got your thing. It looked like you were drinking the flames. It looked like you were drinking the flames when you were drinking.
That damn Coca-Cola. Carry up.
Hi, Super Tramp.
Hey,
Hi,
there's my cousin.
Granny. Good to
Hi,
see you.
everyone.
Hey,
Hi,
Granny.
Granny.
I haven't talked to you in a long time,
Hey,
sweetheart.
Granny.
I love you, kid.
You feel any better,
Yeah.
Granny?
No, I'm not feeling any better.
Do I need
She's
to come
got
over
such-
there and kick
She's
your
got
ass?
such a sweet voice.
Jerry, I just wanted to say, every time I see that pub, it makes me want to cry because I just appreciate it so much. I just think it's the kindest thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
We're not taking Granny away because of Bob and his actions.
No, not at all. Not at all. Just the other puppet, he's going to be named Grumpy Grandpa. It's going to be Grumpy Grandpa and Granny.
All right.
Grumpy Grandpa and Granny 69. Can't forget the 69.
69.
You know why 77 is better than 69?
blush.
You know what they say? Why 77 is better than 69?
children. 69 grandchildren.
Yeah,
Jerry.
69 of them.
Jerry.
Lordy.
You know why I say 77 is better than 69?
Oh, I was going to ask you, Super Tramp,
you
is
get
my
8
video
more.
any better now?
I'm afraid to ask what 77
It looks
is.
good.
Because you get
Okay.
8 more.
Granny's still a little bit on the weather, but everything's going to be okay, Andy Dick. We're all praying for you. We're all pulling for you right here, Andy. We love you. Get well.
Yeah, I hope he gets well and stays away from people. I think he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And it makes sense with the plant in the face on the ground because he said he had whiskey there. Or vodka or something he was drinking.
Whiskey, yeah.
Whiskey. So
Who knows with Andy what the reality of what happened is, but he looked really bad today.
Yeah,
He
he
looked
could have
really
been so fucking drunk he doesn't remember what happened.
yeah.
bad.
And
That was
Elisa
really,
letting him come stay there. Boy, she's taking on a big old handful.
Again, yeah, I know she feels bad and she feels guilty for him, but like
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't do it. Like
So, sometimes you got to just walk away.
yeah,
Yeah.
like my mom did to me with my drinking. Like she got so fed up with my drinking and trying to get me to change my ways and he, she got just too wrapped up into it emotionally and physically and psychologically. She just had to
Yeah.
walk away and she was like, I don't want anything to do with you right now.
Yeah.
We're done. And it took a couple of years, but now we're back like we were, we're two
Yeah.
peas in a pod. I
And she
call her every
probably is
few
able
days
to
and-
sleep a lot better too, knowing that you're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
hard on a
sometimes you gotta
parent.
walk away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what she is right now, is like a parent.
Yeah, and because they're so close, she worries about him. You could see the worry in her face
Oh yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, her heart's in the right place, but I'm afraid she's taken on more than then she can handle in that situation because it's a lot, and he's
Yeah.
very stubborn and hard-headed. You can tell that,
Yep.
and it's his way or no way, and she may have to get herself a cast iron skillet. Conk him on the head a couple
Don't
times.
do the old-fashioned granny way.
Get her an iron skillet. Get a small one and a big one, depending on the situation.
Like they say out around by me, get her done.
Exactly. Get her done. You chase him around with the skillet a couple of times, he may straighten up.
Oh shit! Don't talk about cast iron skillets. No. I've had the pleasure of having one of them on the backside of my head.
I got a small one and a big one.
Ow.
And yep. Ain't had to use it, but hey, it's there. I always
Wait
let
a
everybody
second.
know.
I came back and heard you got a small one and a big one. What are you talking about?
Iron skillet.
Oh,
That's how you
okay.
keep it. That's how you keep a drunk man in line.
Okay, I thought it might be dildos or something like that, but
Oh,
Well, I can't speak of those, but I do like the position 69. Just saying.
yeah.
77's better because you get 8 more. I was waiting to get that punchline for you. Johnny.
Oh,
You're talking too much.
Oh,
Lord,
mercy.
Johnny B.
Oh, Johnny B.
Johnny B.
We are
Good
some dirty old mofos.
No shit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Me neither. Nope.
Well,
Oh,
Shamrock,
Definitely not.
not as bad as my grandchildren.
Oh,
Not as bad as
No.
my children, actually, I should say. I got 13 boys, and now I got 69 grandchildren. You can only imagine. My boys, the horny boys, they do it like rabbits.
oh my God.
People always ask me how I got
69
so many
children.
grandkids. I
69
said I
grandchildren.
raised healthy, horny boys.
God has
There
blessed
you
my
go.
sons with the blessings of the Lord.
Yeah. It's like,
Oh Lord.
My
Boy,
sons are like the Energizer Bunny.
they keep going and going and going. Dunk, 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 dunk.
yeah.
Procreating and procreating time and time again.
Hey,
They
I'm
are
see if I can-
Full-grown rabbits.
They're spreading their seed.
if I can get him on the phone, I got a phone number. I'm going to check on somebody for us. All right.
Okay. Good.
I'm going to mute my mic and see if he wants me to come up so you can hear him. All right.
Okay.
Please don't.
who?
It's not Corey, right? Please don't be Corey.
No, never.
Are you calling Andy?
Talking about waste emptying out a room.
Don't bother Andy.
Poor Andy. My God, that was awful.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he looked like he was in a lot of pain. It was
Yeah.
painful just to
I've
see
seen a
him.
whole lot worse, but yeah.
Yeah, but that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
At first, you kind of thought maybe this is a little bit, and then when you look closer, it's like, holy
Oh
fuck!
God.
No, that's no bit. It
Yeah.
looked bad.
Ugh. There's nothing to bark at.
Granny, who took out Coach Love's channel? I don't know. I know I heard a rumor that a bunch of people's channels got took and for no particular reason.
Yeah,
And
Which
they
that's
don't
what
know
I
got
heard
taken
what
down the
too.
same
she's
day.
doing or what.
Dang.
I love Coach Love. I just love her.
I know she's a peach. She
She
doesn't
is.
deserve her YouTube
No.
channel being attacked.
Yeah,
No,
she
not
called
at
me
all.
and she was all upset when she called me and she's like, I can't figure it out. So we kind of walked through everything and then I seen the little post that somebody said something about YouTube took down a bunch of channels and it was a total mistake. YouTube apologized for it, but they're not putting the channels back up.
What?
See, that don't make no sense. It's like
That's-
you're gonna
yeah.
apologize, but you ain't gonna fix your wrong.
But you're not going to correct what you did. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Is she a big
That's-
channel? I mean, not that it matters. I don't know who that is. I'm still.
Well, she's
Pretty new.
building her channel, but she's
Yeah, she was real close to 400 subs.
yeah, she's when she streams, oh, it's so much fun. I love it. She's invited me several times on it, and we have a wonderful time. But she's a real sweetheart.
I'll have
Real
to check her
sweetheart.
out.
So, Granny, I have some news for you. You might like this, actually.
Uh-huh.
You're going to be kind of one of my regular puppets. I'm talking with a couple of friends outside of this, and we're hoping to do a YouTube channel, and you're going to be one of the puppets with Grumpy Grandpa.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you.
Going to be a whole lot of grumpy man humor, and well,
That'll
stay
be awesome.
tuned. Stay tuned. We're going to make it fun.
That means so much. Oh, I love that puppet. It just is so awesome. That'll be
Hey.
so much fun. And you got to definitely let me know so that I can follow you.
Didn't work yet. Well,
Hey, just Jerry.
Yeah.
If you want, you can bring those puppets over to my channel as well. If you want,
If
it'd
you
be
like
cool.
that. Yeah. Kenneth, I would definitely. I've been on your channel, and I would definitely come and visit you with puppets and stuff. And I actually have
your stuff's
and
always
Granny,
welcome
I
around me
extend
too,
the
Jerry. You
offer
know
to
that,
you
bro.
as well.
Johnny B. Actually, wanted to know. Well, I saw that you did a few streams on YouTube with your man cave, but I haven't seen anything else. Do you plan on doing any more streams on YouTube?
I don't
with
do
your man
much.
cave, or-
If I think I'm going to do any kind of karaoke or anything like that, I don't go to YouTube because they always flag for copyright. So you have to try to go catch the old You Now side.
Yeah.
I'm almost
because
I'm getting up there. One more star, and then I'm.
Because personally, I would love to do I would love to be a part of a man cave show with you, but I don't necessarily like the You Now format.
Well, You Now's got a bad reputation because there is stuff. There are some kids on there, but they've been cleaning that up a lot. They have a 13 and up right now is where they're now 13 with adult supervision. Anything below 13 doesn't matter unless the adult is there doing the broadcast and the kid just kind of steps into it. It can't be the kid being the camera, the camera person. And they're really strict on the pornography. You'll find these guys come in here and think that You Now is a dating program, and when you go to their channels, it's some guy, you know, playing with himself, And so You Now has been getting really strict on a lot of things. So the format.
I heard that there's a lot of
Well, the
a
thing
lot of
is, at
stuff like that
13,
there, and
Yeah, anytime that
at
kind of stuff
13,
comes out,
that's
if I
awful
see it,
young
I
still.
report.
Parents aren't going to always
Yeah, right.
supervise.
just not a platform that I really care for, but
There's a lot of adult stuff on there, though. I mean, there's not adult content. More adults than what there are children. It's got a bad reputation because when it did start out, it was a lot of kids on it, and now they're really getting stricter on.
John, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would definitely love to join you with your man cave show. Don't think that I'm not. The only reason why I don't come on there really is because of that. I just don't like that platform. I mean, I don't know as far as monetarily wise. We can speak in private at some point. But
Every time
believe
a different platform starts to get popular, people have complaints. This happened with Rabbit and Blab and all of that. People were reluctant to go Discord. People were reluctant for that. Now, freaking everybody's on Discord.
Don't you think you would be making money on YouTube? I think with your subs there, you could bring them over to YouTube and become monetized.
You got to have so many.
Here on YouTube,
but you got to have so many fans before you're even eligible for that. And again, like I said, if I decide I'm going to do a karaoke night, I can't get monetized anyways because of copyright stuff.
All right, and with that, Kenneth, you got a song for us?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
I
down
can-
real
I
quick.
can get
guys,
one-
but
Segue.
We'll
I'm
talk
gonna go
further,
down,
Johnny.
But I just wanted to say bye. I love you guys, and cuz talk to you later. Jerry, love you.
Yes. Granny,
Love
much
you
love,
guys.
darling.
Good to see you.
Blowing your kiss to you.
Good to see you, sweetheart. All right, I will talk to y'all later.
All right,
Take care, Miss Granny.
All right, bye. Thank you.
Yep, now it gets the full hour in once he does the song. So I'm gonna blast out of here too and say thank you for allowing me to come up and put a little bit of input on it. Everybody needs to keep praying for Andy.
Yes.
He's a good dude. He's such a little fella and with such a big heart, and he brings a lot of smiles to the people in the world. I mean, he's a national treasure in his own. So we just got to keep him in our prayers. And yes, I do have a way to contact Andy whenever he contacts me back. I send him a message. And I will, anytime I get updates, I will try to see if I can get him to be on the man cave, even through the phone, if possible. So even if it's just his voice for people to hear him. So I will do what I can on that. Anyway, I love y'all.
Love you
Dumpster,
all, Johnny B.
Dumpster, you're one of my favorite rednecks. You know, Jerry, we've been friends a
Hillbilly.
long time.
Hillbilly.
And, you're well, yeah, down south with the toothbrush was invented down south because up here we brush our teeth.
That's down in Arkansas.
Of course, I don't have any teeth to worry about. Jerry, we've been friends a long time. I love you, bro. You know that. Kenneth, nice to meet you again.
Same here, Johnny.
Don't have much knowledge of you, but we're getting to know each other. And Tramp, you know I love you, baby boy.
Good to see you as always,
I'll
Johnny
see you
B.
in a little bit on your
And
show.
I'm glad
B.
to be more part of all of this stuff a little bit here and there with Wheezy and things like it. Because Wheezy, he's quite the character.
Yeah.
Miss Sharman, we all love her out there too. So peace and love from the man
Much
cave.
love to
from the man
Mr.
cave.
Leaf.
And gentlemen,
Love all
I'm
you
going to
guys.
bow out too.
Lisa
Appreciate
and
being up
Sherman.
here. Y'all have a good evening, and
see you,
we'll see y'all
Dumpster.
later.
All right.
Take care, Kermit Town. Love you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All Super Tramp, I'll go ahead and close this thing out if that's cool with you.
Yep.
Kenneth, I'll be on your
Alright.
channel shortly. Good seeing you,
All right,
Super. You're looking
alright,
quite
talk to y'all later.
dapper today.
Let's do this.
Wait a second.
We want the guys that are smart, willing to work hard, have goals, and are ready to achieve them. And then we can teach you.
Said, hey, cowboy, get off of that couch. And the party's on you and we're going out. Got my low-cut dress and my knee-high boots. I'm like money to burn and nothing to lose. You're the man of the house, you better think of something. And mama, don't get dressed up for nothing. She said I've been cooped up in this house all week. It's time to kick it up and move it down the party street. Cause saddle up, boss, it's your lucky day. And I'm a she-cat tiger coming out of the cage. We can roll in a beer joint jumping. Mama, don't get dressed up for nothing. She's a hard to handle, a little high strung. I see her bed and I raise a one. A little loving when she gets wound up. I'm a jack of heart, she's my lady love. Oh yeah. We'll find you a place where we can rip and roll. Gonna cut a deep through in that hardwood floor. Set up the shooters, lick out the green, and throw a whole load of quarters in that boogie machine. Even help even keep the jukebox a humming. Mama, don't get dressed up for nothing. Holding up your joint jumping. Mama, don't get dressed up for nothing. Rolling up your joint jumping. Mama, don't get dressed up for nothing. Alright. Ladies and gents, until next time, this has been Kermit and Friends. I'll take care.
If you wanna go outside today, if you wanna have fun till the sky gets dark, if you wanna run around in the grass, if you wanna run around in the park, then think green, think green, think green, think green. If you wanna go out, then you gotta think
green for the grass and Christmas trees. Green loves plants and lives on leaves. Green for the vegetables that you need, like green beans, spinach, and broccoli. Green means go. I hope you do. Did you know you get green mixing yellow and blue? And green for frogs and green for limes. And everything's green in the springtime.
If you wanna go outside